Of course, we're starting off by taking you down memory lane to bring you some amazing moments that were captured on camera.
You know, they say that a picture is worth 1,000 words, and so sometimes when you're able to just produce one photo, it tells a whole story, and that is why I always love it, and I'm grateful, you know, to nature, to God, that we have people like Deo Gratias who make sure that our history is preserved. And that is why we have something to talk about today. And so today we are going to be talking to someone from Deo Gratias. Now, if you don't know Deo Gratias, it is a photography company. It's been able to capture our history, you know, precious moments, priceless moments, moments that you and I were not there, but thanks to them, we can see them in photos. And we are privileged to be joined by Mr. Tete. And Deo Gratias go all the way back to 1922. Oh yes, almost 100 years
That's how old they are.
Aren't we proud of them? This is what Ghana has, and this is our heritage. Mr. Tete, welcome and happy independence.
Thank you very much.
Right, so Deo Gratias, it's so awesome. You know, the photos you have. You were there when Nkrumah was declaring independence. I wish I was there, you know, I mean, have a feel of how the whole thing was. But you have these moments. Deo Gratias has all these. Tell us about the pictures you have, some of the ones we have on display.
Right. There's a whole lot of pictures, you know, depicting the political, social, economic and cultural development of the country we now call Ghana. Right.
Let's come down to the studio. Let's look at some of the images that you have here. Beautiful moments. I mean, when we see the photo behind me, we all know that, it tells us independence. Tell us about this photo.
Who captured this moment?
Yes, this moment was captured by the founder of the Deo Gratias Photo Studio, by name James Cobra Bruce Vanderpoy.
Wow.
Yes. And like I've already hinted, Bruce Vanderpoy came from two marriages. No, the Bruce from England or Scotland, and then the Vanderpoy from Denmark. Right. So, no, I think he decided to take, you know, photography as a profession. And he wanted to do it to the best of his ability. And that was exactly what he did. So he was there as far back as 1922, capturing all these political, historical, economic, social, and everything that, you know, came his way. He had to capture this because, like we all know,
and then in that corner, I can see a photo of a woman sitting down with some beautiful women standing next to her. One with some big pawpaws hanging in front of them. Tell us about that.
Yes, in fact, the Cobra Bruce Vanderpoy was not only interested in political and economic affairs, he was also interested in social affairs. Now, the area where this picture was taken is still there, and it's known as Okocho-Inshi. That was the cradle of the culture, you know, which was done, or the rite of passage, what we call the rite of passage for young girls, you know, about to enter into, you know, marriage or womanhood. And there was the need for these young girls to be taken through, you know, the nuances of marriage. No. So, and it also ensured the chastity of these young girls, right? And so the Queen Mother was always responsible for this. Now, the woman you see there is the Queen Mother of Jamestown, the first Queen Mother called Najama. And the girls you see there are undergoing the puberty rite, or the rite of passage for young girls.
So do we know which year this photo was captured?
It was taken in 1932.
Wow.
That's almost 10 years after the photo studio has been.
So this photo is somewhat 89 years.
89 years.
Right. Now here we see. It looks like an independence march. Can you tell us about this particular picture?
Yes. No. Just like we are expecting to do, but for the COVID, you know, every anniversary, you know, the independence is celebrated, right? So the picture you see there is a march past by, I think the Boy Scouts, you know, marching at the Brasta Square as part of the celebration of the independence, you know, anniversary.
Let me find out. Do you know how it was then, how difficult or easy it was to get people to pose for pictures?
Yes, it wasn't very easy.
Because even now I struggle to pose.
Yes, it wasn't very easy because not many people, had the passion to pose for the cameras, right? So it was only the elite society. In Jamestown, for example, we have a group of people we call the elite, and these are the descendants of the Europeans,
right?
The British, the Dutch, the Danes. So we have the Bannermans, we have the Bruces, we have the Mills, we have the Thompsons. And these people were given very good education by their European fathers. They were sent abroad, and then they trained, and then came back and joined the colonial service. Right? These were people who were, willing to pose for the cameras.
They understood.
They understood them. And today we are seeing the essence. We are seeing the essence of what this pioneer of photography, if you can call him so, did for our country, because now we can see what happened in the past, through the lenses of Bruce Vanderpoel.
So how does it feel like, as Deo Gratias, as the company that has all these pictures? I don't just see them as photos, because I see these as our history preserved. How does this make you feel?
Yes, it makes us feel proud, and it tells us one thing, that whatever you are called to do, you must do it to the best of your ability, and this is what they did.
So you're still in business? Deo Gratias still take photos?
We are not taking we take modern pictures, but these days with the
smartphones,
smartphones, and people can do their selfie and what have you, right? So what we are trying to do is to preserve these photographs. So we are more or less going the archival way. We are trying to archive these pictures, and
so you are 100 years next year. What plans do you have for the anniversary celebration?
Yes, we're going to do a whole lot of things. We go to mount exhibitions, bring out all these pictures, the political pictures, the economic pictures, the social pictures. Jamestown, or if I should put it broadly, Accra, became the gateway to the Go-Go's. Right. So all the exports, the imports were all taking place in Accra. If you go, if you come to the photo studio, just across the street, you see the old harbor, where all the hustle and bustle were taking place. Right. So we'll mount exhibitions, we'll bring out all these pictures, the political pictures, the economic pictures, the social pictures, and of course the cultural pictures, how Accra was, and for that matter, how the Go-Go's was at the time, captured through the lenses of Bruce Vanderpoel.
Right. So would you sell any of these photos?
Yes, if anybody wants to get a copy, there's arrangement.
I mean, the originals you are not selling.
The originals are not being sold. You can only get the copies.
But where can we find you?
Deo Gratias Photo Studio is situated on a very historical place. It is sitting at the border between British Accra, what used to be British Accra, and Dutch Accra. Now Dutch Accra was being administered at the Usher Fort. But the original name was Fort Krivekwa. So that was the headquarters of Dutch Accra. Right. Then British Accra was being administered from the James Fort. Right. So you can find Deo Gratias at the border of British Accra, what used to be British Accra, and then Dutch Accra. Because
Mr. Tete, we are so proud of you, and we owe you. But Ghana owes you so much for preserving our history.
Thank you.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you very
much. Thank you also to the madam who is running affairs now, Mrs. Tamakloke. It's been awesome. I mean, 1922, so almost 100 years old. You don't get to see more of Ghanaian companies live that long, but you've been able to manage things to this far. We are proud of you, and please continue to make us proud. Once again, happy Independence.
Same to you.
And it's our Heritage Month.